Hey, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, the honest to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and truth. This is Brother Mine from GMS Toronto, coming at you with another video. So, I was just scrolling through YouTube and came across this video. I didn't really watch it yet, but I'm like, the point that came to my mind is even these guys that are not in the truth can see that the CHIP is that mark that's in Revelation the 13th chapter, right? And I just listened to like 10 seconds of this video, then I put it on pause, right? And my mindset is this: the man said something in the video at a point of the 9 second mark when he said, "We are truly living in this time," and he has a bunch of examples and videos where he goes into, which it's pretty much the same videos that our elders and other brothers, and even myself, has gone into when it comes to this thing, right? This test that's going to be upon all the Israelites, right? Because it really doesn't matter if these heathens take it or not, and they're going to be tested also. Salakia. They're going to be tested also, right? Because they've already bowed down to this man's will, right? They've already selected him as their God. I mean, some of them are, some of these nations in the East are rebelling, so to speak, but the scripture says it's going to be a worldwide event, right? So those so-called African nations, right, that are, rebelling against Esau, Edom, and, the Babylon the Great, right? They're going to be instructed to take this thing through. It's like I just woke up. They're going to be instructed to take this thing through the Edomite that they're trading with. Case in point, most of these African nations, right, they're trading with Russia, right? When Russia moved toward the digital age, right, they're going to be doing the same thing to trade with Russia. So it really doesn't matter, right? When people always say the lesser of two evils, no such thing, okay? All these guys are Edomites, and once you make dealings with these Edomites, because they run the world, right? Whether you wanna bow down to uh to the Western Edomite or you want to bow down to the Russian Edomite, right? You're still bowing down to the Edomite, right? And once this mark is implemented, right, that's where you're going to be trading. So that's how these nations are going to be bowed down to the image and the mark, you know. But this man is saying that the time is here. You can see the time, right? And that's what we've been telling our people for the majority of the last. I've been in this truth for a while now, right? And ever since I came into this truth, the elders have been telling um, men, women, and children what's about to happen. And even before I came into the truth, to be honest with you, I heard about this thing even before it came to the West. When I was back home in the Caribbean, um, I remember this woman talking about the mark, and this was like late 1990s, man. Right? Actually, like mid 1990s. I remember Sunday was a Sunday morning. She was talking about that shit. That shit scared me. And then before I came into this truth, my father brought home an article in a newspaper that he saw when Barack was throwing. Was it Barack? No, not Barack. Bush was throwing up some devil's horns, and they were talking about the mark in the article, right? And he dropped it on the table and told me to read it, right? But the point being is, these regular people in the world who are not in the truth know what's about to happen and they can see it. But you niggas who deny the fact that these things are about to happen, and you're not warning your people, the Lord's gonna mess you guys up, man. You know what it is though. They don't want to deal with the fact that uh, this kingdom is coming to an end. Guys like Captain Tazariak, which I barely talk about these guys, right? Nathan and the purple people. I hardly talk about them, because there's so many things within this truth, that to focus on. But sometimes the spirit just leads you to them. These guys really want to stay here forever. To be honest with you, they just want to talk about Yahweh Shai in a sense, but they don't want to. They don't want Yahweh Shai to really come and get this Edomite out of the way and get us out of here. They really don't want that. They want to stay here and be rich and acquire fame, right? Captain Tazariak, he likes the fame. Doesn't matter how much he try to be like an austere man or whatever. He likes the fame. Nate loved the fame, right? Instead of out here warning, that's why I know that they're paid off, right? Because even a regular guy can see this mark is on its way. But these niggas don't want to accept the fact that what we're talking about is that of the mark that's mentioned in Revelation 13, right? Let me get the scripture right here when it says, even the birds, even the birds know the time, something like that. A time. Even the birds. Let me see if I can get it through that. It's in the New Testament though. Even the star in heaven knows. Yep, there it is. Jeremiah 8.